Each beer is born in the mind of a brewer, in search of the next great IPA. Yakima is probably the most important growing region in the world. It's the most prolific for sure. There's more hops coming out of this valley than anywhere else in the world.
This place means to me life.
Sometimes we'll come out here and you'll rub and smell a hop and you're like, oh my God, and it just kind of sparks an idea. It smells like mine haze. Yeah. Other times we're out here looking to fill in the voids. You know, what's going to work into these blends as some of these other hops, some of the older, legacy hops are starting to fade away and trying to find what's new. We come to Yakima to participate in that amazing process. It's an honor to be here where these hops are being born. I mean, the next great IPA is hanging above us. We come to Yakima every year so that we can see what's coming down the pipe, and it's the catalyst for all this new and interesting and exciting stuff happening in beer and hops here in Yakima.
How long has it been since Yakima was a growing region? It's been since like the 1800s, yeah?
The biggest farms around here, I think, are like 4th, 5th generation farms.
Yeah, it's like once they stuck roots in the ground and realized hops would grow here, it's like became the most important growing region in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, why is this such a special place for hops?
Man, yeah, it's definitely like probably 3 main things is light, heat, and then water. So that's a big thing. We have the Cascade Range here.
Garden of Eden.
Yeah, pretty insane.
Well, bottom line, no farmers, no beer. Some of these guys have grown up on the farms, their dads and their dads before them, and we got nothing but high regard and praise for these guys who work so hard for our beers.
Yeah, well, my dad came to this farm in 1959. He brought us here in 1970, and I grew here with the hops. So what we look for is the aroma here. That would be all the yellow. That's the lupulum. So you rub it a little bit, smell it, and that's, it's still on the green side, this one. Still needs a few more, another week or so, maybe to get the flavor, aroma. Like right here, this would be a different variety than those. You can see the cone itself. It's not the same cone, so this is a whole different number right here. So more lighter, more fluffy. Yeah, this one's very different aroma than the other one. This is almost cooked and almost done. It's just everything to me. Hops are in my blood.
Cornerstone Ranch is a 5th generation farm, and it's such an important farm to Firestone Walker in the fact that it produces some of the best cashmere for our beers like Mind Haze and now Hopnosis.
This is our OG field, cashmere field. We have a lot of acreage now, but it all came originally from this field.
It is one of my favorite hops of all time. I mean, it's just so amazing, all of that. I always say stone fruit along with, or soft fruit, stone fruit, there's orange in there. And then when we were in the kiln, we got that just touch of resinous cedar wood.
Yeah,
You got a little bit in your...
Oh, thanks. One of the unique properties of this hop that makes it a little different than other varieties too is how fluffy it is. You can tell like how light it is. And it always just kind of feels like it's about to fall apart in your hands.
Yeah. And this is ready to go right here. It's smelling so amazing.
That's another thing that just kind of the way fate worked out. It was a good thing that we scaled it on our farm just because of the style of picking technology that we use, which is actually based in the 50s.
Yeah.
I'm still using my grandfather's Fontaine that was built in 1950. It's a very gentle pick, and so we're able to get really high yields because of the way it picks it.
So we put it into Mind Haze, which is really a hazy, juicy IPA, and it fits so perfectly in that. I mean, the first time I rubbed Cashmere It just instantly took me there. I was like, this is a juicy IPA hop, period. And I couldn't believe other brewers hadn't already discovered it. You know, everybody else was focused on Citra and Mosaic. And now we're building Hopnosis, a West Coast IPA, and it fits in that too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's just like that soft fruit, kind of more modern. We call it New World IPA, and this hop just fits perfectly in there. The future of flavors is driven by what we've seen here today, what farmers can do with raw materials, with new technologies. The cryo process is used to capture the very best essence from the hop.
The hop cones like naturally grow with leaf on the outside to protect all that lupulin that's around the strig. So yeah, when you tear it open, you can see leaf on the outside, you see the strig down the middle, and the lupulin glands are kind of tucked in there. But that yellow powder down there, if you look at it under a microscope, they're little small yellow balls that, you know, they're the lupulin glands, and they're surrounding that strig. So in the cryo process, kind of the approach we took was really trying to protect them and keep them as intact as possible. So what we do is we freeze the whole cones that are dried, then we shatter them, and then those little yellow glands turn into these little yellow balls that are hard, like a piece of salt, and we can move them where we want and get them where we want and separate them from all this other leafy stuff that only adds so much value to your beer.
Let's see if I understand this. So essentially cryo is getting into the heart of the hop there, where all the lupulin lives. It's all the essential oils, terpenes, all the good stuff along with the alpha and beta. We're able to freeze it, separate it from the plant matter that's been protecting it all its growing life, and then concentrate it in a very non-oxidative form. So you can apply it to the brewing process with all the bang, all the best stuff, and removing kind of the plant material, the cellulose, the stuff that might get in the way.
Yeah, and that's a good point. We do it in a way at a temperature and in an atmosphere where oxygen is really kept out of the process as much as possible, so that those lupulin glands make it into the final pellet in the way that you want to smell them, like you do on the selection table.
Hops are a perennial plant. We cut the entire vine, all the vegetative material down every year, but what's left are the roots, and they're in the ground, and they're going to come back even stronger. In some beautiful way, kind of symbolizes exactly this whole process. And we now have this amazing new vehicle to demonstrate that, which is Hopnosis. Hopnosis is all of these things in one can of beer. It's the nomadic exploration, the passion, search, the innovation, and the dedication of each and every person that lives for beer.